So for lunch today, I thought I'd make a squash casserole. I'm using some zucchini, and we're going to use about a cup of this. First, we got to cook it until it's basically completely cooked. So I'm going to just boil it in some water with a little bit of salt. And once that's done, I'll show you the next step. And get you about a teaspoon of salt or so. And here's my squash I'll put in. And just basically cook them till it's tender. Not sure how long that's going to take, but I'll check it with a fork every now and then. And when it's done, I'll show you the next step. And while the zucchini is cooking, we'll go ahead and make the, I guess we'll call it the sauce that's going to go in the casserole. Get your 1 egg, slightly beaten. This is the half of a stick of unsalted butter, and I cut in slices. This is half of a cup of mayo. I'm using some Hellman's. This is a half of a cup of cheddar cheese. I'm using extra sharp. This is a half of a cup of some saltines crushed up. And this is 1 tablespoon of sugar, an 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne, a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm also going to add and also a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we'll add that to it, and we'll get that mixed up. And my zucchini is still cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and cover this with some plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator until the zucchini is done. And we went ahead and reserved half a cup of the crackers crushed and a half a cup of the cheddar cheese. And that'll be sprinkled on top right before we put it in the oven. All right, I've been boiling this about 18 minutes now, and it's pretty much tender. I mean, it's there. If you had a bigger squash, make sure you get the seeds out. This one was real small, so I left the seeds in it. So I'm gonna strain this, then I'll show you the next step. So I got my 2 cups of zucchini, well strained, and we'll go ahead and mix that in, and then we'll add it to the casserole dish. I'm using a 2-quart dish, and just go ahead and put the mixture in. Could have used a 1.5 quart too. The recipe stated 1.5, but I'll just use a 2. And then get that put in, and now we'll pour the remainder of the breadcrumb and crackers on top. The crackers and the cheese on top. And we'll bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And we'll do this uncovered. All right, we've been about 23 minutes. And I'd say we're done. Everything's, cheese is all melted, starting to brown a little bit on top. So we'll call that good. Well, that's how we look. Everything's done. Go ahead and give it a little taste here, see what we got. Smells really good. All right. Cool it off a little bit before I try it. That's very good. Very good. And watch with the salt. Don't add too much salt, because you got to remember the crackers, the saltines I use, as well as the cheese, already has salt in it. So the salt's good on it. Well, there you go. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thanks.